live. The microphone's working. The camera's working. It is a dull, gray day. Welcome to the live stream of Ashes to Rubies, where we do a meditation today and every other day.
You know what's not dull?
What's not dull?
You're not dull.
Hey, my little friend that chastised about the duck, she asked me, she said, do you ever get tired? And I'm like a normal human being. Yeah, I get tired. But she just says I'm always up. I'm always energetic. But I don't feel like I am. I don't feel like I'm super energetic all the time.
You do.
I think I'm pretty chill. I have to see myself a certain way. That's what the program of recovery has taught me, that we have these characters and they don't define us, but we do listen to them. And so one of my characters is Chill John, because I think I was always that kid that was like, my hand was slapped at every store because I touch everything. I still do. I know. So I want to be Chill John. So but maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm just excited John.
But you don't present Chill John to the rest of the world on a regular basis, do you?
I think there are people in my life that would be like, that is Chill John. Hey, look, it's Chill John. Chill John is here. No? Okay, maybe there aren't.
Yeah, maybe. Like, I know Chill John.
If you're watching right now, just say, if you believe it, that I'm chill, just go, hey, Chill John. Maybe that is true. What's the, what I was just thinking? For I'm same all the time.
Yeah, like you're just,
I wake up.
But you're just, like, you are very
chill.
Pleasant and no.
Pleasant.
You have a lot of words and a lot of excitement and a lot of passion. And
until there's people around, like more than 3 people. And then I get quiet.
Not always.
I woke up today thinking about something I have swallowed, and I don't have no clue what provoked that. What's the worst thing that you've swallowed? What's the worst thing you've swallowed?
I don't know.
I've swallowed probably a lot of bad things, but one thing in particular that I swallowed when I was young was a marble. I had a beautiful marble when we used to play marbles, and I was cleaning it in my mouth, and then I swallowed it, and we were in Indonesia. And my mom was very concerned that the marble would kill me. And so she checked my poo every day for a week, maybe 2 weeks.
Do you know
Good old Nana. But they never
you don't
found
need
marble.
to share out loud everything that you wake up thinking.
I don't.
Okay, good.
Oh, I don't. Why would I think of that? Maybe the marble is still in there and is causing me trouble. And that's why I'm overweight. Do you think things like that? I try to justify things.
No.
I said I was overweight because I had sleep apnea, but I'm still overweight. And I'm like, maybe it's the marble now.
How long ago did you have your surgery?
I know.
It's
been long enough for me to have a surgery. Oh, see, Karen says Chill John.
Karen knows Chill John.
Karen's seen Chill John once. It is the 2nd of the month. Christmas is coming. I think I've watched Elf already 3 times this year. It's my favorite Christmas movie. What's your favorite Christmas movie, Karen, or anybody else? Comment.
When we're at a meeting, the Al-Anon ideas seem so clear to us that we never doubt we can apply them to our daily living.
What are they referring to by ideas? Steps? The steps?
Well,
the principles? The steps? Yeah.
If you go to meetings, then you hear things. And when you're there, you think like, oh yeah, I can apply that. But alas, the old thinking patterns take over, and we have what corresponds in AA or Al-Anon to a slip or a relapse. This is no reason to be discouraged. If I look back on my pre-Al-Anon attitude, pre-fellowship attitude, I can see how much I have learned, or how much of it I do remember to use in dealing with my everyday problems. Perfect mastery is too much for me to expect of myself. I will be patient. Today's reminder: if it isn't easy for me to see myself as others see me and recognize how much progress I have made, All I need to do is to observe the improvement in the others in the group.
Hmm.
Even some that appear to have hopeless problems make great strides in learning to detach from many of the harrowing episodes in the alcoholism. They recognize that their thinking and their actions were not always sane either. They use the program to restore themselves to a reasonable and serene frame of mind. Al-Anon doesn't produce miracles overnight, but when we look back, we realize that a miracle is in the process of taking place. That was a really, I struggled greatly reading this.
Why?
I don't know.
Just because you're not seeing the words, or it's a struggle just thinking, or is it the reading is a struggle for you?
I don't know. There was a few. I think I was having trouble. I didn't pre-read it, and so I think I was having trouble understanding what it was saying. Good morning, Jennifer.
I really believe, like, when you were reading that, I could imagine an Al-Anon meeting. I've never been to an Al-Anon meeting, but I can imagine the group of people that are shell-shocked and are in constant barrage of their lives being turned upside down by the alcoholic. And I'm like,
You can
imagine that meeting. Like, imagine the gossip and the shell shock and the like you just want to, like, oh my goodness, he didn't come home, and then he came home and he was like turned the house upside down.
Okay,
and
but
cars all banged up.
But in an Al-Anon meeting, you're supposed to talk about yourself. We're not there to talk about someone else.
No,
so the sharing in a healthy Al-Anon meeting is not about the alcoholic. It's about me. And so I'm not there to tell stories about, oh, he did this and he did that and da 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 da. It's tricky when people are new in the room.
I can imagine because
they, like, when I first went,
but like in an AA meeting, we would never talk about the codependent. Like, we don't even think like that. We're just, oh, I had a slip again, and
yeah,
you're coming in. And so I truly believe what this is saying is that miracles happen. People get up and walk from being crippled. People see that we're blind. I totally get that. But I think more of the miracle of recovery is a slow process that we actually get to see other people on. And I've seen you, like, in a year, like, recover in such a cool fashion, but we don't see ourselves grow like when we're kids, like, unless you have this big growth spurt and you mark it on the wall and you're like, oh, I grew. But, like, what are the benchmarks of the miracles that are happening? Well, we have the promises of recovery. We have this suggestion course of action to take inventory and to give it all to God, to look at the fears, be soul searching, all of that, to look for God to take that away from me, something that I can't do on my own. And then I get the promises from that.
But I like what it's saying about go to the rooms, go to the group, and look at other people and see their miracles, because we can see look for the miracles in other people, and that will encourage you to see your own. And that's what it was saying.
Yeah.
And I think that that's really good, because one of the excellent purposes of going to the fellowship, like going to a 12-step group, is to get outside of my own head. Right. I'm so self-absorbed and self-focused, and I'm so fixated on my problems and your problems and all the problems that you caused me, that going to the group was a really good way for me to, like, get out of that headspace. So then this is saying, like, go to the group and look at other people's hopeless situations and see how far they've come, and that will help you see how far you've come.
Benchmarks. And then I really I think when we go to meetings, we don't share our addictions, we share our recoveries. Wherever you're at in that, there's always, if you don't have recovery, then listen. But, I think we should share our recoveries. And I even heard you today that you were upset for reactions. And I'm like, but this isn't about perfection of, like, reacting to the world around us in a perfect way, but it's about growth. Oh, we got a sneeze fest. Here we go. But it's about growth and the progression of miracles happening. And so when you look at a flower didn't all of a sudden bloom. Like, it didn't go, like, in the ground, boom, achoo, bless you. And a flower takes a lot of time to grow, and then one day, it's a beautiful flower. And I think that part of being a flower is when you're starting to help other people through the process. That's a good analogy, I think. I got a good picture of that. So I think that we don't beat ourselves up. We look at the miracle that is happening within us because we have God doing for us what we can't do for ourselves. So we leave you on that note. Miracles can be progressive and we can work into them. Is that the right word? We grow into miracles, and God's grace is sufficient, and his peace will pass all of our understanding, and he will do for you what you can't do for yourself. So we leave you on that. Have a great afternoon. Enjoy this day. God has made it, and we are participants. Keep the peace.